But for Pantoja, not a fan favorite coming into it. I told you guys, I think he was the most talented guy not to become champion. Had 2 wins over Brand Moreno, but that was a while ago. There wasn't a lot of hype coming into this fight for the guy. And then you watch the fight, and here's when it comes to the judging. This is what messes me up. Is I probably judged it the way you guys did before I talked to Dominic Cruz, months ago, and he said there's a companion. He goes, all of us had to sit in, and even Laura Sanko talked about this. She sat in with the judges and how they score it, and damage is their number one criteria when it comes to judging. Damage is number one. So that made me sit back and go, okay, I got to start judging fights a little different, because I used to always judge the takedown, the control, whoever's controlling the fight, whoever, is landing the more takedowns is probably going to win in a decision. That's probably going to be the victor most of the time. But I gotta reassess that, because if Dominic Cruz, who's probably the brightest mind in the game, Laura Sanko, who's a fucking beast, Sanko is a beast. She knows her shit. They've all sat in on the actual judging criteria, and they said damage is number one. All right, I got to recalibrate the way I look at fights. So I went into this card with that in mind. And even though Brand Moreno, he was having a success in all the rounds early on, except for the first round, right? The second round, he almost got the finish, did the most damage, close one to get the finish. Third, fourth, and fifth. Obviously, the fifth, he lost. He was lighting up on the feet, but got taken down, controlled a little bit in the fifth. A year ago, or even 6 months ago, I went, what are you talking about? Pantoja all day. Controlled him, got the takedowns, was way more successful on the takedowns. Wouldn't do a lot of damage with the takedowns, but he controlled him. Pantoja won the fight. Probably 3 rounds to 5, easily. 3 out of the 5 rounds goes Pantoja. This is easy. But when you judge it based off damage done, and that's the way I'm told they're supposed to judge the fight, I gave it to Brand Moreno. I thought Moreno won the fight. Based off that judging criteria, which I'm told by judges and 2 of the smartest minds in the game, that they base it off damage done. If you watch that fight, you go, well, Brand Moreno definitely did the most damage. And not to mention, dude had a broken hand. Broke his hand the first round. Really? So kudos to Brand Moreno. So based off that, knowing what I know and talking to people in the game, I get to Brand Moreno. There you go. Brand Moreno suffered broken hand first round of the fight. But again, the judging's all over the board. Are those judges basing off that? It's weird. It's weird, man. You look at the CompuStrike numbers, it shows Brand Moreno. But then you look at the control, you look at the takedowns, that's Pantoja. So it's a tale of 2 different stories, I can see how they give it to Pantoja based off the old judging criteria. Yeah, you get the most takedowns, controlled the fight. When it comes straight damage done, you'd have to give it to Brand Moreno. So I thought that's how they were going to do it. I really did. And the guy who gave it 46-49 for Brand Moreno, people are like, that is ridiculous. It's like, it's not if you're judging based off damage done. So who knows?
I literally just watched it like intensely, and then I just felt overall Brandon Moreno won, but then that's not how the rules. That's not how you judge a fight. You got to judge it round by round. But I seriously thought he won most rounds. I don't know.
Again, I thought he did the most damage. So if we're judging a fight off most damage done, and the closest to finish in the fight, it'd be Brand Moreno. Brand Moreno won the fight. Pantoja won the contest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Even though his English isn't great, but you can't help but be a Pantoja fan after that in the octagon.
Oh my gosh, that made me cry.
Oh, when he was like, "Dad, are you proud of me now?"
His dad abandoned their entire family.
Yeah, dude, you're like, "Whoa, this is heavy."
Yeah,
I'm a fan, dude.
Yep.
I wouldn't have bet against Pantoja if I knew he had daddy issues. This is shit I need to know, dude. No. If I knew his dad left him and he had that fucking fire in his belly to prove his dad wrong, I would have took Pantoja all fucking day, dude. What? You guys just left that out? His father just dipped out and was like, y'all are losers, man. I'm out of here. Then becomes world champion and gets on the mic. He's like, you proud of me now? You're all,
I know.
fan. Instant. I was like, oh, that's my guy now.
Yeah.
You had a shitty dad that didn't believe in you and you're world champion now? How can you not like the guy? Then his wife is there and all, like, he had so many kids and they're all happy as shit. And he goes, this is my crew. You're all, oh, he's all about family. He's a good dad.
I had no idea too, man. Damn.
No, the UFC didn't tell that story. Now, I don't know. I don't think anybody knew the story. I guarantee that story's going to come out now. They're probably going to go in the favela where the fuck he's from. They interview the dads. I'm like, this is bullshit. I always knew he was going to be champion. Give me 10%.